Hi there, Manveer. So looking at your copyright essay, with these tasks, first of all, when we have two parts of the question, it's really important that we directly address both parts of the task in all of the essay. So really, we should address both sides of the question here, fully discuss one part here, fully discuss the second part here, and then conclude on both parts here. So the first discussion, do copyright laws limit or reward creativity? And would society be better off without them? So here, while we discuss both sides of the question, we don't answer them. It's important to give a brief answer and a brief outline as to your reasoning in your introduction. The reader of your essay should know exactly what to expect from the body paragraphs because it's been raised in the introduction. So you're fine to use this first sentence, except for the fact that this is not an appropriate use of this word. The issue of whether copyright laws restrict creativity or reward it has grown in importance over the last few years. That's fine. I wouldn't say their credibility is important. Well, it is important, but moreover, I suppose it's the enforcement of these laws also affects the functioning of modern society. I think we should change this to an opinion. I think we should say, personally, I believe that society greatly benefits from intellectual property protection, just another way of saying copyright laws, and the enforcement of these laws. So here we just needed to speak about the direction. How was it affecting the functioning of modern society? So the enforcement of these laws positively affects the functioning of modern society. That then just more specifically answers the question. So this essay will use relevant examples from the music industry and the technology sector to prove points and describe I think demonstrate argument would be better. What's this doing here? That's just me. Firstly, in modern society, copyright laws are a boon to individuals and companies, as they protect their content or inventions. Good. These laws help to motivate people to work harder in their field as they know their findings and inventions will be acknowledged by society. So a few extra articles here. In other words, it makes sure other people maybe do not take advantage. And this could be ensures. It ensures, and we should use that here. It ensures that other people do not take advantage of, we take advantage of things. And it would be someone else's work. For example, a recent governmental study, I like using governmental, so although Google Docs wants to change this, I want to leave it as it is, shows that strictly implementing the law leads to a greater number of new patents. Fine. But which government was it? Let's just say US. A recent US governmental study. Therefore, it is clear that if these laws continue gaining, it would be growing in popularity or gaining popularity. Let's be specific. For what? For creative output. Or for overall creative output. Secondly, for society, these rules and regulations help to avoid confrontations over content ownership. Again, too many articles. Nowadays, people or institutions can easily register their content and take legal action against the accused who misuse their work. Really good. You have a really nice range of vocabulary. You're very capable of expressing these complex ideas. Take the example of YouTube, which is a definite example, a one thing, so it's the. All videos are copyrighted, and we could here use comma which. All videos are copyrighted, which restricts people from uploading the same content again. Hence it benefits society by rewarding the right people. In conclusion, modern society greatly benefits from copyright laws. They motivate people to generate original content and protect them from theft. Just to be a bit more specific. But I have a thing about your work here. I believe, yeah, I mean it was 230 something before I edited it. So I've stuck a few extra words on. But you must make sure that you write more than 250 words every time. This can really seriously impact your score. It can be the difference between a 7 and a 5.5, not hitting the word count. So let's make absolutely sure that next time we write at least 250 words. So let's have a look at your next piece. So a formal apology. First things first, we don't need to capitalise sir or madam. I am writing to apologise for my absence from the recent exam. My name is Victor Kapoor and I am enrolled in the Bachelor's of Engineering. I think it would be chemistry, wouldn't it? Not chemicals? Bachelor's of Engineering in Chemistry. My student ID number is, and the case number is blah. Good. This would be better as, please allow me to explain my situation. And then use a semicolon. Last week I was on vacation with my family in Pattaya, Thailand. Here I would say, and due to food poisoning, I acquired, because this is a formal letter, so we don't want to sound too simple and too informal. I acquired a serious infection in my stomach. As my exam was scheduled on the next day, I was unable to appear for it. When I was discharged, we haven't spoken about the hospital yet, so we should say from hospital. When I was discharged from hospital, I forgot to take the written approval from the doctor for taking bed rest for 3 to 4 days. According to the university rules, I have to provide the medical letter provided by the doctor, which I did not have. However, I can provide the hospital's registration documents and medical bills as evidence. Good. Would you kindly recommend, we don't need to capitalise this, the examination committee to consider my absence on the exam day as medical leave? Also, as it did not have a medical leave letter, I request to consider other hospital documents as evidence. I would also like to suggest that the committee schedule my exam during this month, as I do not want to lose credits for this course. I look forward to receiving your response. Yours faithfully, Victor. So this is good. I think your response to the questions is great. The way that you structure your writing is good. The breadth of language that you use is great, but we're seeing quite a lot of frequent grammatical errors. So this isn't necessarily bad, because in task achievement, you know, you get a, let's say you get a 7. In coherence and cohesion, let's say you get a 7. In lexical resource, let's say you get an 8. And in grammatical range and accuracy, if you were to get a 6, you would still, overall, come out with a 7. So this is really what we should be looking for with you. We're probably going to get a 6 in grammar, unless we can sort out all of those word form errors, plural errors, and article errors. But before your exam, it's unlikely that we'll sort out all of those problems. So let's expect a 6 in grammar, and let's go for as high as possible in all the others. So in this one, this is where we need to make sure we hit the word count. If you don't write 250 words, you will automatically be given a 5 in this category. So you can see how that now goes from a 7 down to a 6. Just because we didn't write 250 words. So this is what we're watching out for. Structure your essays well. Use appropriate and varied language. Don't repeat yourself. Be precise. Try to keep your errors to a minimum, but don't worry too much about this. Worry more about responding well to the task, structuring your essay well and making sense, and using a wide range of precise vocabulary. But I'll send these over to you now. Have a great day, Manveer, and I'll speak to you again very soon.